Good morning. Welcome to your practice. I'm Kai. If we haven't met yet, I am a yoga teacher who just loves to be outside as much as possible. And so today we are out in my backyard and you're gonna see my chickens behind me. You might even hear them, but I thought it might be a cute touch for you if you've never gotten to experience something like that, but they do get a little loud. This is gonna be just a super casual and gentle morning yoga flow. We're gonna keep it really soft and simple. And as you can see, I'm still in my pajamas. So I have my cozy clothes on. I hope you get into something comfy because you're not performing for anybody. This isn't so that you look any certain way. We're just trying to start our morning in a little bit more of a grounded and calm way. I love to incorporate a little bit of gentle movement in my mornings just so I can wake up my spine and get more in tune with my body. I notice that if I'm more in tune with my body first thing in the morning, it helps to draw some of that attention and overactivity in my brain down into my body. It helps me feel just less heady and more fluid and feminine and soft, which is really, really lovely. So get into something comfy, carve out just a little chunk of time here to spend with me, get on your mat, and we'll get started. Oh, you don't need any props or anything for this. Like I said, just a mat or a towel even. We're gonna stay really close to the ground. You cannot practice with me, bud. This is Spartacus. He is a stage 5 cleaner, so he is always right here. You can't practice with us today, bud. You gotta go. So go ahead and come on to child's pose. So from hands and knees, make your knees nice and wide, so wider than your hips, and join your big toes toward each other. So they're turning in. Send your hips back towards your heels and curl your arms out in front of you until they're mostly straight, and then rest your forehead towards your mat. And if you want, at the beginning of class, just to take a really soft child's pose. You could rest the underside of your arms down on the mat. You can let your forehead hang. If your forehead doesn't touch your mat, you could always do like a little pillow with your hands and rest your forehead there. Just this hips above heart situation, head below heart, helps to push some of that blood up into your upper body. So just taking whatever position feels good for a couple breaths. And maybe you start to walk your hands over to the left side of your mat. You can keep your hands shoulder width apart or place your right hand on top of that. You can just rest your forehead down on one of your forearms or down in between your forearms. As you take this position, that other hip, push that other hip, your right hip, back in space so you get a bit of length to your right side. And then go ahead and start to walk your hands forward and over to the other side. If you kept your hands shoulder width, do that. Otherwise, you can place your left hand on top. And again, it's this outer left hip that you kind of want to tuck back in space so you lengthen that left side. Full breaths. Come through center. Maybe this time crawl your fingertips forward so you get a lot of length. And then go ahead and walk your hands back. Look at the chickens are so interested today. They're so intrigued. You can just take a seat on your heels if that's comfy for you. If not, a cross-legged position is totally cool. But from here, interlace your hands in front of you, join your thumb tips, and then point your palms away. And don't lock out your arms just yet, just press. And start to reach your arms overhead, keeping a nice bend to your elbows so that your shoulders have space. And once you get your palms to point up, you could start to straighten your arms. You don't have to. It's first thing in the morning. Just let your arms or your shoulders be soft. But maybe start to lean back a little bit so that your shoulders are more over your hips. Lift your chest. And take a full breath as you press your hands to the sky. Maybe you even pull your throat back a bit and look up to the sky, stretching the front of your neck, chin up. And release your arms down to your sides with an exhale. Now, opposite motion, interlace your hands behind your low back. You want to keep your elbows really bent though, so that you have space. And with your elbows bent, roll your shoulders back. They might go back a lot or just a little, depending how open your shoulders and chest feel. And you could just totally stay here lifting your chest. If this feels like a good stretch, like you're feeling quite a tug to the fronts of your shoulders and chest, just stay here lifting, elbows bent. But if it's going well, you could start to extend your arms more straight behind you, keeping that shoulders back, a lift to your chest. Maybe start to curl back, look up, and then release your arms. Really nice. Coming onto hands and knees again, we're gonna lower all the way down to our bellies. So lower your pelvis, your ribs, your chest down. And then bring your arms your hands just outside of your ribs. So the fronts of your fingertips line up kind of with the fronts of your shoulders. Root down through your pelvis. You might even walk your thighs back one at a time. And then start to peel your upper body off the ground. Not by pushing through your hands, but by pressing your hips down. So you don't want to come up too high. It's so early. Little baby back bend. See if you can straighten your legs. Take one more breath. And as you exhale, slowly lower. Stay steady through your hips, because we're going to inhale and come right back up, cobra pose. Notice how little I lift up. You want to press down through your pelvis, roll your shoulders back. Hopefully you can see that with my baggy pants. Roll your shoulders back, hug your elbows in, inhale, exhale, lower. One more time, inhale, curl up. Maybe you push just a little bit. Exhale, lower. Look at the chicken, loves the swing. The white ones go on the swings, it's so cute. Okay, tucking your toes, press your knees down into the ground, unless you know you do push-ups with ease. Knees down, tone your belly, push straight up. You can lift your knees at this point, plank, and then push back for a nice downward facing dog. And then this down dog, separate your feet so that they're at least as wide as your hips. You're gonna give yourself more space that way. And then bend your knees quite a lot. This is our first forward fold type position of the day. So knees bent, heels high, so that when you push your hands down and forward, you can move your ribs towards your upper thighs. Do you see how much length I can get to my back there with my knees bent? Relax your neck. Grip with your fingertips so you don't slide away. Full breaths. Maybe start to pedal your feet just a little bit. Feel into the backside of your body. Good morning. Good morning, legs. And then step your feet even wider than your hips. Like maybe even as wide as your mat. Bent knees. Walk your hands back to take a fold at the back of your mat with these wide feet and bent knees. My hair is everywhere. Hands all the way to the ground. And you can lean into your hands actually. Relax your neck and try to close this gap between the tops of your thighs and your ribs. You could even widen your thighs and make space for your ribs to fold into your legs. Relax your neck. Now pivot on your heels so your toes turn open a bit and drop your hips, take a squat. So let me get my hair out of the way. Now in a squat, you might need to have your hands down, especially in the morning, depending how depending how much flexion you have in your knee joint, you might have to have your hands down and just kind of hang out here. But know that the more you turn your toes open and the more you let your hips drop, you might be able to get your hips a little lower. Maybe, you don't want to force it. Support yourself as much as you need with your hands. Otherwise, dig your triceps into your knees and maybe place your palms together. Long spine if you can, so lengthen, getting out of that turtle shell, chin out of chest. Take one more full breath. Bring your hands back to the ground. Lift your hips all the way, straight legs. Now heel toe your feet just a little closer together, maybe feet under hips. And keep your knees bent, but with a breath in, slide your hands up to your shins and look forward, so lengthen. And you want to tone your low belly here. Strong core, long spine, lift your chin, take a full breath. As you exhale, bend your knees even more, fold to your legs, let your spine hang. And we're gonna do that 2 more times. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold, tone your belly. Inhale, strong core, lengthen, maybe even pinch your shoulder blades together behind you. Exhale, fold. Now walk yourself back out to plank position. And you can use your knees down if you need, otherwise just lower all the way back down to your belly. Tops of feet to the floor, that's important. One breath, curl up, that same pose, little cobra pose. If you're really accustomed to up dog and you have really deep back bends in your practice, you could take an up dog, but don't force it. Maybe just press a little through your hands. Lower down, push back, child's pose. I always love ending my morning practice in child's pose. It feels kind of like a prayer, kind of like a bowing to myself, honoring myself for making space for this kind of movement in the morning. And you can honestly hang out there as long as you want, as long as you have time for. I honestly find that if I get this little bit of movement in the morning, I'm so much more likely to move throughout my day. I don't know if you've noticed, but when your body feels tight and things feel stiff and just like bending over to grab something sounds like it's gonna be like a lot of work, the tendency will be to actually move less. So if you can just get a little bit of movement in, like I said, get your awareness into your body, out of your head. You don't need it in your head in the morning. Into your body, into the earth around you. Then movement throughout the day and nervous system throughout the day can be a lot more accessible and kind of just second nature. So thank you so much for practicing with me today. Again, my name's Kai, and I love sharing yoga flows that help your nervous system, help you feel more calm, embodied. But let me know what you want from me. Let me know, I teach all kinds of yoga. Let me know which kinds of practices serve you the best. If you like these morning flows, or if you want more of like strength building, I'm open to it. So just let me know. You can send me a comment. Otherwise, I will see you next time. Take care. Have a beautiful day.